Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another OneSummon video. Today's topic is going to be about phases and how these scenarios or servers, season servers are going to work and what happens when the season ends. Saying that, oh, I built my base, will my base stay when the new season arrives? And yes, if you click B, right click and go to house blueprint, you can see I have some random presets saved here, but what you do is just click add blueprint and you just click either a single building. If you select it like that, it's only save these particular foundations here, but not the whole building. So you can select and save separate buildings as separate blueprints. Or if you want to save a full blueprint of your base, which does this, then you just click save all. And there you go. It gets saved just like that. I don't know what this is. Don't question me. This blueprint that you saved will carry over in the next season. If you press escape, click here, click season info. Here it says everything that you keep. So star crumbs, pretty sure everyone knows what star crumbs are. They're used to obtain blueprints with this currency. Armor blueprints that you buy from Wish Machine. All your blueprints will stay in the next season. So everything you farmed, all the mystical crates that you opened and obtained from these POIs here will stay as well. Then we have Christian. Christian is premium currency that you buy with real money. So these obviously will move and stay. Mitsuko's marks are seasonal currency that if you click here on season goals, click season shop, you can see we have 1000 Mitsuko marks, which you can actually use them to buy yourself boxes like these. I actually don't recommend spending them anymore for these cosmetic crates. If you want, just save them for the next season, because in the next season you'll probably be able to buy a season 2 crate which will have better stuff in it. You can see here you can buy star chrome crates for energy links. You will get only 500 for each, but it says can be purchased during seasonal phase 6. Phase 6 in a server is the last phase where you basically it's just a chill phase. You do nothing. So if we take a look here, our server is on a last phase right now. It ends in 4 days and 14 hours. After phase 5 ends, you'll get to phase 6. Phase 6 will last 28 days. You'll have 4 weeks to play in this phase. As well as once phase 6 starts, you will be able to choose a new scenario or a new script on where you want to play. Do you want to play in a PvE scenario or do you want to play in a PvP scenario? As well as other players, let's say from a PvE server, will be able to choose the same thing. Do they want to play in a PvE scenario or PvP scenario? If they want to play in PvE, then all of you guys together choose PvE scenario and you'll go into that same server. Now, obviously, some servers will be like behind or in a earlier stage, so I'm not really sure how that works, but basically all you need to know, once phase 6 hits, you can then start choosing to play in a new server or new scenario or a new script. What if you don't choose to play in a new scenario and you choose to play in the same server? Well, then you will have 28 days to choose, and if you don't choose, then basically after phase 6 ends, the server will close out and you will just enter Eternal Land, and that's literally it. That's where you're gonna be. Eternal Land is like a private instance where everyone gets moved here, and once you do get moved here, all your loot from that previous server that you grinded from here will move to Eternal Land. So if you press inventory, you can see that in my backpack I have some random stuff, and on the bottom here it says export resources. So here is your server loot, as you can see, and here's your Eternal Land loot. So from the server loot, all your loot will get transferred to Eternal Land. And all of this Eternal Land loot that you have here, stockpiled, you will be able to transfer it to the new scenario or the new PvE, PvP server that you choose. So you just click export resources, and as you can see, send to season server PvP 010001. Basically, you will just select a certain amount of items that you can move to the new scenario. What I'd really advise, you can see we can move tools, we can move consumables, materials, we can move weapons and armor. Now, obviously, you will want to move some of your weapons because they will have probably great calibrations on it. And if you spent a long time to get that calibration, well, you'll be able to move it here to the main server from Eternal Land. Now, how do you move them? It's limited. You will get to move only a couple items at the start of the server. And every week you will get points, so you'll be able to move more and more items. So technically you don't lose everything. You will be able to move everything out of Eternal Land. And you can see that these points right here, at the start of a new season, you will receive a certain amount of material points that can be used to transfer your supplies on Eternal Land to the new season. Different supplies require varying amount of material points to transfer. Please know that any unused material points will not be carried over to the next season, so it is important to make your choices carefully. Basically, if you don't use up your material points that you have in first server and then a new season starts, these points will be reset to 0, and then you will get a certain amount of points again that you will use to export your resources. My advice, if you start in a new server, best thing to move is probably a chainsaw and a solar drill. Because right now, as you know, if you go to a new server, all your memetics that you have right here, that you get from level 1, level 2, level 3, they will be gone. You will start from level 1. You will also lose all of your controllers, which are these, that you spend to farm your mods. But you will also lose energy links, which I cannot show you here because I'm in Eternal Land, but energy links are server-based, so you grind them during the season. They will be reset. And what will stay is probably mod parts will stay, although it's not mentioned. It's probably because the devs forgot or overlooked. You can see weapon mods will also stay. All of your gold mods that you've grinded will stay. And then here it says, as you click here, complete the Nova season to unlock mod conversion. Basically, you will be able to convert your unenhanced mods that you have stockpiled in your inventory to a new core effect. So for example, you can see the slow and steady mod, basically core effect. It gives us plus 10% status damage when HP is above 90%, grants additional 10% damage. You'll be able to probably put in 5 mods of gold unenhanced, and you will get a random mod for it, whether it's going to be a covered advanced mod, whether it's going to be a rootless reaper. Basically, you will just re-roll the mod and get a new mod. The substats, however, will be rolled random, I believe. I don't think you will be able to re-roll the substats, so it's going to be completely random. Since the season is ending, you want to spend all your controllers and farm all of them to have 0, because you don't want to go to a new season with like 50 controllers left, obviously, because you will lose them. Why would you? So it's best to like farm everything, get your mods, golden mods, and basically just keep the gold mods. Don't disassemble them, don't enhance them, just keep them. Only enhance the mods that you think are really great, that have really great substats and stuff. And literally that's it. Now let's go back to the season info stuff. What else do we keep? We keep Stellar Planola, the quest things that you get for looting these. You know, where your backpack blinks yellow and then you just scan like this and the chest appears and you kill it and you get Stellar Planolas, these cube looking things that you can then spend them on the shops. Yeah, these ones will stay. And then Sproutlets. Sproutlets are basically cargo event items. I highly advise you to keep them because they carry over the season. And why I advise you to keep them is because in the new season, we will probably get new rewards from Nissa Loot Crate. And then we will keep gear blueprints, including star ratings. Very nice, very great. You don't lose your blueprints. That is the most important thing in this game, blueprints. We don't lose that. Getting items in this game is easy. Getting blueprints in this game is hard, as well as mods. Blueprint fragments will stay. Weapon accessories and mods will stay. Good. Fashion, cosmetics, character customization data, expressions and actions, name cards and titles and friends will stay as well. Furniture formulas, excluding those unlocked by memetics. So furniture formulas that you loot in the wild, you know, that you loot chests, and you open your inventory, you get these blueprints right here, or formulas. These ones will stay. These ones will stay, all of that you looted. Except, however, memetics that you unlocked, that are from level 5, level 10, you know, will be gone, and the gold perks that you unlocked will also be gone. So you can see that in my inventory I have this gold perk. I just call them gold perks. These ones will disappear and will be gone. I don't think you will keep them in Eternal Land. They all will be gone and you will have to refarm them. Which, it's a balance, you know, new server, everyone starts from 0. Everyone will have blueprints saved up, but all of these energy links, controllers and stuff, you will have to regrind it. I mean, obviously, if you go to a new season, there has to be something to be grinded, right? If we keep everything, it's going to be boring, so it's not that bad. The concept of this season resets is not that bad. And then lastly, season info, main story and side story progress. At the start of the new season, players can strategically select some of the resources to bring them on a new journey. Once you enter Eternal Land, just click F8. And then in the Eternal Land, you'll be able to sell, you know, stuff for Astral Sand. Astral Sand will be used to like just build your buildings, pretty much, that's it. So any useless stuff that you don't need, you will be able to sell it. As well as in the new patch, you will be able to upgrade your deviations, which are these. So I kind of don't advise to sell deviations. There's no point to. I mean, unless they're like level 1, but basically, you will be able to combine deviations together and upgrade them if they have like skill rating is 2 here, skill rating is 1, you'll probably be able to combine them and get level 3 skill rating or something. And then as the skill rating goes up, you will need like 4 deviations, 8 deviations, 20 deviations to upgrade it to level 5 and get skill rating 5. But you can sell them if you want. I don't advise doing that. Your deviations that you got will be moved to Eternal Land. Once again, if you click inventory, this is where they will show up. All of them will be moved here. You can see that rock palm looking thing here. And then when you want to move your deviation, you just click export resources and you click deviations and you just select the one you want to move. And there you go. It will go into your new server with you. Just like that. And now what this currency is, you can see Astral Duelists is a currency that you get every single day. You get this currency every day. So let me leave Eternal Land real quick. So if you click on escape and click battle pass, click events, click regular event, you can see Astral Duelists. You will receive 20 Astral Duelists at 6 a.m. every day and can exchange them for special items. This is going to be used in Eternal Land. These things every single day at 6 a.m. And when you get them, you'll be able to use them in Eternal Land to transfer your loot to the main server. It will probably be changed and you will be able to get more. For now, maybe it's going to be completely changed. I'm not sure, but it's the same currency, as you can see, as it is in Eternal Land. So if I go back in Eternal Land, export resources, and you can see it's the same thing, except if you hover over it, you cannot see what it is. Yeah, you will get a certain amount of these things every day. What are the seasons and scenarios in Once Human? What does the long-term game plan look like? We hope to bring various survival gaming experiences so the game has a little something for everyone. Also, we'll keep making updates to the game so it always is exciting to play. That is why we've chosen to give this game multiple scenarios. A scenario is the gameplay theme of a server. Once Human Global launch in July offered 2 scenarios to play, the PvE scenario, Menibus, and the PvP scenario, Evolution's Call. In September and October, we're bringing in special events featuring new scenarios. The September scenario allows you to face available in the future. Our plan is to release 4 new scenarios each year. Each scenario is set with a time frame of a season, with the duration of a season varying according to the specific scenario. So some scenarios will probably last longer, some of them will last less. And as soon as they end, once again, you will be able to choose a new scenario and go play in that one. A season will be split into several phases based on features of the scenario. The in-game content will be unlocked gradually as your server progresses, ensuring that you always have something new to enjoy. Once you unlock all the scenario content and the season has come to its settlement phase, you can sign up for a new scenario, take all your gains, and start a new adventure. So I'm actually not sure, like, if the new scenario starts, will the new servers that are created also start with that scenario, or it will be just like it was in Season 1. And then that server will have to progress through it and then go to a new scenario. I'm not sure how that will work, but I have many questions as well myself. Now, what are the differences between different scenarios? Different seasonal rules and objectives. In each scenario, you'll encounter unique seasonal rules and in-game objectives. For example, some scenarios may ask you to explore uncharted territories and secure rare deviations, while others will require you to form alliances with other meta-humans, survive in harsh environments, and combat ferocious monsters. In those scenarios, you will have the option to either go solo, yada da da da. Okay, it's all scenarios will be different. They will have their own teams, basically. New survival mechanics. Certain scenarios will introduce features that intensify the challenge of survival, such as harsher weather conditions or more demanding environments. Maps and areas. Some scenarios have a new map. And then there will be enemy types and dungeons. Different scenarios may have special monsters. Configuring the right mimetic and gear build is the way to deal with dangers and threats. Even the same scenario can present varied combinations of environments, bringing diverse survival challenges. In the final phase of the current scenario, you can sign up for a new scenario and start a new journey right away. If you prefer, you can choose to not sign up for a new scenario and remain on the same server, continuing your exploration and battles for up to 4 more weeks. During this time, you can always sign up for the new scenario. If you haven't decided on which one to join when your server's last phase is over, your current server will be closed and you will be returned to Eternal Land, where you can continue playing and sign up for a new scenario at any time. When a scenario is over, does that mean I will lose my in-game progress? No, we value the effort and time you put in this game. When a scenario is over, you can take away the rewards you've earned, except for some extremely rare cases and items related to scenarios and mimetics. However, to ensure that each scenario offers a complete gaming experience and allows all players to enjoy the game regardless of their progress, we have following rules in place. Your character won't be deleted. Your character, name, body size, cosmetics, furniture formulas, friends, important materials, including star crumbs, Christians, Mitsuko marks, silver keys, and more, Battle Pass progress and task progress will forever be retained. They will not be lost, and when you change from the one scenario to other. However, character leveling and mimetics are considered part of the scenario's experience and are closely linked to in-game pace and balance, so they will be reset according to scenario rules. The weapon and armor blueprints, blueprint fragments, weapon accessories, mods, food recipes, and other important in-game progress resources of your character will forever be retained, and you can use them in any scenario. The house blueprints, furniture formulas, and furniture of your character will be forever retained. However, when you start a new scenario, you will need to spend building materials to rebuild everything based on your house blueprint. We have optimized the house blueprint feature for better formula compatibility, allowing you to quickly make your house blueprint a reality even without advanced materials. That is bug, actually. And then you can see this is how the scenario sign up is going to work. You choose a scenario and a server, you create a new character, play the scenario, and by the way, when you create a new character, again, all the presets that you had with the character, you can reuse that preset. So you'll create a character, use your old preset or a new preset if you want. All your skins will say, all the hair that you unlocked, you'll be able to put it because you unlocked in the previous server. And then you just play the scenario, time runs out, scenario ends, new scenario opens up, and then you choose to sign up for a new scenario in the later phase of the current season. You choose to not sign up for the new scenario. You stay on the server until the season ends, which you get 4 weeks to play on it. You choose to not sign up for the new scenario, and then you will enter Eternal Land, basically, if you don't choose the new scenario. And if you do decide to choose a scenario, then you sign up for a new scenario, and then you play on the new server, and the cycle repeats of this game. That's how this game will work. And obviously, this is going to be Season 2 or a new scenario. We will get to experience updates as we play the game. Maybe in 1 year, this game is going to be huge and we're going to be getting exciting, huge new updates. So that is how this game's wipes are going to work. The wipe system is okay. The devs literally developed it so it's balanced and you don't lose that much. You only lose levels, mimetics, energy links, and controllers. That's literally part of the experience and part of playing in a new server. All the blueprints you farmed, all the hard work you put in, all the blueprints of your houses built will stay. So you basically don't lose anything. All the wallpapers you grinded, all the stuff with premium currency you bought, everything stays. So I don't know. People need to stop hating on the system, and the system is going to be great, I think. And then lastly, this is the picture of what you get to keep. Again, you guys can read through it. I'm not going to read. Then they also posted this screenshot of what you get to keep and what you cannot move. Also, energy links will be transferred or converted to astral sand in Eternal Land. So you can see that right now, if I open my inventory, we have 81,000 astral sand, and you use this to build in Eternal Land, basically. But yeah, all the energy links that you have obtained in a current server will be transferred to your Eternal Land, and it will be converted to a, like a 10:2 ratio. So you will get like maybe 50k astral sands for it, or 200k. I don't know what the ratio is going to be, but it's just going to get converted, and you'll be able to use that astral sand in Eternal Land. But yeah, I hope I explained everything. That's it about this video. It's not that confusing. I personally like this wipe system, and I can't wait what the new scenario will offer. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care and peace out.